Hello to everyone, this is Joanna, and today I'm going to share with you some items that I got while I was out. I did a little collage photo on Instagram. I went out to get some chicken salad, something I was supposed to be doing on, I believe, Wednesday of last week, and it rained here real bad. But I went out and got this little box of croissants that I have here was free, and these are $4.99, but I got them when I went out to get this chicken salad. And this is the Fresh Market roasted chicken salad, and a pound of this was supposed to be $9.99, but it ended up being $11.99. Or am I saying that right? $11.19. Sorry about that. It ended up being $11.19. It's $9.99 a pound. I kind of figured it would be. One of the nurses at work had that in a square container, and they said that's how it comes when it's pre-made up. And I had to get this. They were out of it, and they had more there, and this is their roasted chicken salad. This is my first time purchasing anything from the Fresh Market here. We have had this store a while. I had been wanting to go, and I kind of thought it was like a version of the grocery store, but once I got inside today, it was a little bit different. I know many of you in cities have one. We didn't have one here, but I really did like it. It seems like the perfect place if I were going to someone's cookout and I needed something impromptu, or if I had a friend, you know, where you gather and everybody brings something. That's a nice store to go to. They even had this one chicken salad called Waldorf chicken salad, if I'm saying that right. It had the grapes and the celery, pecans, and all that in there, which I like that kind of stuff, especially on that oat nut bread that you see me show on here from time to time. But I just wanted to show you these two things first because I have to put this back in the refrigerator. Now, I also went to TJ Maxx and Sephora, and I'll share with you what I got. I only got two things from Sephora, but I'm going to go ahead and pause this and put this up and then start sharing things with you all. Okay, now I have a bandage on this finger because my hands have really taken a beating, and all the damage on the end of my tips is coming off just about each week, so I filed them down shorter. But what I got from Sephora was I went in there and I just got two things, and they gave me my birthday gift, which my birthday is next month. I went ahead and got a sampling of the Daisy Love Oh So Sweet, and I was trying really hard not to go and buy a bottle of this because I really wanted the Mother's Day bag from Ulta, and they had two rose ones today and one on display. They had a lot of the bronze and just a little bit of the white left. So I'm glad that I didn't give in to that because I don't need those bags. I really do like it, but all I do is store those bags in my closet somewhere. But we've got until the 12th. I might give in. But Penny's, where I got this sample from, they do have the rollerball. I don't know if it was 20 or 27, if you guys know what the Marc Jacobs rollerballs or spray pens usually run. So if I do purchase this, I will get it in that because I don't spray enough perfume to justify even the 1.0 bottle. But I think I do like this scent. Although I got this sample in Penny's, I did spray it on myself in Ulta. And the only thing that I got from Ulta, which we all know this is not all that I want, I went ahead and got my second Fenty brush. And this is the brush that goes to the bronzer. I believe it's the newest one. It is the Cheek Hugging Bronzer Brush 190. And they only had a couple of these. And with it being the VIB Rouge and the VIB sale, I figured I'd better go ahead and snap these up. They had 4 up there. I know sometimes they put a few up there to make it look like that's all they have left when they really have a drawer full. And other times they are indeed running out. Now, I did go in Bath & Body Works, but I did not purchase anything. I was in there mainly looking for the new pocket bag holders. The candle sale that they had over the weekend is off, and I didn't feel like getting any soaps for the 5 for $23. But I do always have my day of the week when I go out there just scoping out. But I will be going back probably Wednesday because I'm sure they're going to have something. So this is all that I got from Sephora. And the makeup gift was a Kat Von D item, but I went ahead and got this jelly cleanser and this moisturizer because you can never have too many cleansers and moisturizers. At least that's how I feel nowadays. And then I also went to Ulta, and while I was in Ulta, I only spent like $10. I was intending to get something else. They didn't have a palette that I wanted, and usually when I go in there, I want so much stuff. But today I did really good. I found this polish that I wanted. And this one they had because they were marking all of these down. to $6 and some change, even though this Tokyo line just came out. They had all of them, even the ones with the silver cap, and if there was a gel form, they had that. So this rang up. I think I paid $10 for these 2 bottles. Let's see. I have the receipt here. Yeah, $10.64 for those 2 bottles. I also went to Sally's, and I was on the edge of the card that I was using. Go figure. And I picked up this one. Now, I did not have my list with me of the polishes that I've already got. And between the Suzy San and the one called something Sushi Roll, I couldn't remember which one I had. I've had a list over and over and over, and I never seem to have it when I need it. So from Sally's, I got the Kanpei, or if I'm saying that right, OPI. Because I knew that I didn't have the 3 odd colors, the 3 lighter colors, but between the pinks, I couldn't remember what I had. And I have the How Does Your Zen Garden Grow? And even though I'm not too fond of this color, I can always do something with this with nail stamping. And this isn't too far off from some of the shades I already have, but I wanted it anyway. And then, of course, I got the Tempura Rising. Tempura is Rising. This was the last one that they had. And they had a whole bunch of this color and a whole bunch of the pink ones, but I couldn't tell if it was a pink that I already had or not. So between Sally's and Ulta, that is all that I got from there. And then I went to TJ Maxx and Walmart, and that's where my thing stopped. But I had to get this bag. It seems every time I go to TJ Maxx, I get one of these little 99-cent bags. And this one right here was so cute. So what I'm going to do is put my stuff back in this bag as I show it to you. So I'm going to pause this real quick. Sorry about that. Now from Walmart, I didn't get too much, but I did get a few little sample items. I went in there to look for the Kleenex cloths, the little wipes that I normally get from Target. And I didn't go in Target. I had intended to go in Target to get some Keurig coffee and some of the honey lavender fabric softener that I like. But I figured since we get paid this week, I'll wait and get some then. So I didn't get too much. But now I'm regretting that I didn't go to Target. But I got this little spring water body wash. These little items right here will be going to my job in the bathroom because the men can use this and that wash there. And I got these little spray deodorants. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to take this back. I did not know this was missing the cap. I hate that. I should have thought to pull that off. But this will be going to work unless I can find a little cap around here. But I'd rather just go get another one. But anyway, these will be going to work to use on the residents because, of course, you can't use like a solid deodorant or a roll-on on everyone. But sometimes you have some residents that come into the facility that need a bath or request a bath and they don't have anything because maybe their family hasn't brought that stuff yet. Or they could come from somewhere else where a caseworker brings them. So I just think it's nice to have little items like this. And I think I did get one for men as well. Little items like this to have so that they can have a bath. And, you know, you can use a deodorant that is, I don't know what word I'm trying to say, but it doesn't come into contact with everyone's body. We're okay to use the sprays on various residents and things like this, but like we can't use a bar of soap for infection control and that sort of thing. But I did get an extra fresh micro moisture body wash. And then for myself, I believe I got 2 of these, 2 gelatin caps because these are hard to find. But I found that I don't like the ones that are like this. And the weird thing is, guys, I don't know if this happens to you, but I find that I'm having trouble swallowing pills. Now, I have never had trouble before. So I don't know if it's just what's going on with me now or if it's just an in my head thing. But sometimes it is the hardest thing for me to swallow a capsule. Even my own Excedrin and things like that that I have been purchasing for years. So the next thing and the rest of what I got, of course, here is that second bottle of the gelatin caps. I did get these right here, and I got 2 of these so that I can share them at work in case anyone wants one. And I got 2 of the same ones because I'm so stingy. But these are, one of them is cotton candy, one is peaches and cream, and I believe the other one is green jelly bean. So I get this kind of stuff with the intent to use it, and then I end up not knowing where I put it at. But I did go ahead and get these. One of these is for me, and one of them is to share. So what I'll be doing is I will be separating these bags off. And I got a conditioner, a leave-in conditioner for my hair. because a lot of times I'll just put this in my hair just to be brushing something through it. And I thought this was nice and it smelled nice, but again, I tend to have this stuff until it changes color. So my goal is to start using this, and I have pitched some older hair products, so we'll see how I do. I've been hearing about Sensodyne toothpaste. Now, my problem with my, when you hear me say I have oral pain, is real bad cavity or a broken tooth. From when I used to bite Brazil nuts, I would soak them in warm water when I was 26, not realizing what I was doing was damaging the backs of my teeth. So I don't know if this will help or not, but I thought I'd try it out in the small form. And then I went ahead, this one was the men's one, so let me look. Okay, it has, yeah, I'm going to have to take that one back because it more than likely has this kind of nozzle on it. So I got a men's deodorant spray as well. And then I've been wanting to try the Neutrogena makeup remover wipes. I hear about these from a lot of you ladies here on YouTube, so I just been wanting to try those out. So now I have some. And while I was in TJ Maxx, I saw a ton of wipes as well. And if I didn't show this, because I did say that I went in there for the Kleenex wipes, they didn't have them. I do like these. I have shown these on here from time to time. I like these for our female personal care. When I can find the little flat ones, I make up little kits at work. For those of you that know what I'm talking about, our little female time, I make up little kits because for some reason, now that I'm older, it's gotten a little bit worse instead of getting lighter and going away. So I'm usually double protected at work, and I take stuff like this to help clean up. I also like the FDS and the Summer's Eve wipes, but sometimes I don't find those are big enough or that you get enough. And the Kleenex wipes, which are all-purpose, are really, really nice, but I can't find a big pack. And then these are really nice as well because, of course, these are baby wipes. And I find that when I have coworkers that are like, you know, hey, do you have so-and-so because I'm having an accident? They kind of appreciate that I have those little kits made up. And I've done that before, but I haven't done it at my current job. The next thing I got was this vanilla Starbucks Frappuccino drink just because I was out. And I really thought that I was going to be out a few hours longer than I was, and I was not. So the last place I went to was TJ Maxx, and I got a few things. This right here I got for my daughter. She hasn't asked for one recently, and I need to send her a message and let her know, hey, you know, you asked me about a makeup bag years ago, and guess what? I got you one today. This is a little Nicole Miller one, and it was just $7.99. I had a different one that was $7.99, and then I saw these, and it said gifts for under $10, and I had a makeup bag, but the ones I had I wasn't willing to part with, and she knew that when she asked me that. But what I plan on doing is putting a little something in here for her, and maybe putting a little bit of money in here for her when I send it to her. That part will be unexpected, but as I find little trinket things that she likes makeup wise, such as lip glosses. My daughter basically favors eyeshadow, and she really did like the Naked palette. When I gave her one, she actually used hers up. When I say she uses her stuff up right away, I don't be kidding. While I have something and there's barely a mark on it, hers already has a dent that very next week. But I thought that this would be cute to send her. And this is that faux leather. It looks material, but it's not. And it's got the little lipsticks and things like that all over it. And I've been watching a lot of people's TJ Maxx videos, so some of the things I picked up were things that I saw in those. Now, I went ahead and got these, which was kind of foolish on my part, being I'm always talking about oral pain. And that oral pain is always on my left side. I have a crack at the very back of my tooth, which is horrible. And then I have a sensitive area. So for me to have gotten this wasn't too smart, but I was hungry when I was in there looking at this stuff. So the next thing that I got, I went ahead and got this set right here because I really do like Boschka. And when I was in the store looking at this, I did not notice this right here until just now. So this is the Makeup and Breakup Cool Cleansing Oil, which I think I did want some of, and I might have a little one in there. The Charcoal Pore Pudding, which is what this thing is here at the top. And this is the Makeup Breakup Oil. And then the Luminizing Black Mask, which is here. And then this is the Thermal Black Cleanser. This is what my daughter likes. I already have one of these in sample form, so I will take this out and put it in that Nicole Miller bag to get her started. Because in fact, when I got her started with the Glam Glow face wash, I also gave her a sample of this one, and she ended up liking this one better, while I liked the Glam Glow one better. I felt like my skin felt like, wash me with that stuff again. And then the next two things in this bag was, I went ahead, I was looking at this, and there was a lady behind me, and they had two of these. This was $6.99, and this little kit here was $24.99. I went ahead and got these because I hear good things about the Real Techniques brushes, and I've never had any. And when they had that set out that one Christmas, not this Christmas, but the one before with the sponges, and it was like a $40-something set, I regret not getting that. Somebody had it on eBay for $100 and something, just like that Kat Von D Me Vita Loca palette that I'm sorry I missed out on, and the Few of My Things Too Faced palette that I was sorry. Those are three things I regret missing out on. But I went ahead and got these right here, and I got this because there was a lady behind me, almost like she was perusing, and I felt like she was going to get both of them. So I got this, and for someone who doesn't use the brushes that I have, I bought a lot of brushes today. You'll see what I mean. So I got this, and then I went ahead and I wanted to try this. It says the Brush Crush, and then it said it was for a soft shadow. I don't even know what that means, but this was too pretty to leave there. So, and it's a Real Techniques as well, and it was $4.99. So I went ahead and got that. So I'll put these things in here. And again, I'm going to see how this does, because I'm running out of the hair products that I like, because a lot of times these companies, they quit making them. So on my way out of the store, I saw these, and I was hoping that these aren't the kind that'll fall apart, but these are just your basic little washcloths. And I needed some washcloths, and I wasn't looking for fancy ones. It's really odd with me. My daughter loves luxury washcloths and towels. She wants the washcloth to be thick. I prefer for my towels to be lush and thick, and I don't really care about the washcloth. In fact, I prefer a thinner washcloth because I think it works better with my bar soap, whereas I feel like a thick, luxurious washcloth takes all the soap away. I don't even know if that makes any sense or not. You'd probably have to be somebody like me to understand it, but I thought these were okay. And I'm hoping these aren't those kind, though. You know how you get those kind where they kind of discolor a little bit? So I will probably wash these out before using them. But I really did like the fun little colors that they are. And they were just some extra washcloths in a pinch. If they turn out not to be any good for, you know, just washing with them, then I'll make them into cleaning cloths. So the next thing that I got, and I'll show you my little stuff first, I believe. And then I'll show you the other two, because the other two are brush sets. And I had to look at this stuff to make sure that I was getting okay products. That's the only thing that I hate about TJ Maxx, and you'll hear a lot of people say that, is you do have to look to make sure that the stuff is not picked over. So I got these little razors. I think I've had some of these before, but I misplaced them around the house and couldn't find them. At that time, they were called bikini razors, and I think that people started using them for brows and facial things, and so they started making them specifically for that. So I did get these. My brows are really thin and sparse, but they're wild. So if I can give them some type of a shape, I have something to go in with my eyebrow pencil. This next one was a lipstick called Steve from Anastasia, I think, but I'm not positive if it's one of their matte. It is one of their matte lipsticks. I had either Rust or Brick, I couldn't remember, but I went ahead and got this one because usually I like this type of lip color for summer, for winter, it don't even matter. It either appears the same color or a little darker or lighter on the lips, but I went ahead and got that. So I will be trying this out today because the little lip gloss I had ran off. Now this one is a Kat Von D lipstick, and this one is called, I couldn't really get the name, Neon, I don't know. But I will say this as an explanation because this is a black lipstick. And I can't tell if it's straight black or if it is black with a little glitter. But I wanted a black lipstick anyway. And the reason that I got this one, because these lipsticks were like $5.99. This one was $7.99. This one was $5.99. The reason I got this one, not only because I wanted a black lipstick, but it happened to be the cheapest one. I either wanted the NARS liquid lipstick in black, or I wanted the Smashbox, or I wanted the Urban Decay I wanted a black lipstick, period, and I never had before, but I did this time because I wanted to take those Smashbox drops and use it, and I also wanted to use my Estella Anastasia gloss over black. It makes those kind of glosses stand out more, and I knew that I needed a black base. What I forgot was I have that Anastasia lip kit, and there's a black in there as well as a white, but I haven't tried it on to see what it would look like. So I can deepen this up with that. And that's the reason I went ahead and picked this one up. I figured if I wanted a black anyway, I might as well get the one that was cheaper because none of the other ones are on sale. But if you looked at the Smashbox Instagram page when they came out with that pretty rose gold highlighter, those bronze highlighters, they had that black lipstick on and they had the glimmer drops over that. The next thing I saw was this Kat Von D Deep 71. Now, I don't know if this will be my color or if it'll be too red, but for $10.99, I figured I'd go ahead and try it. I did open this up in store to make sure that it was okay, but I did not swatch it or anything. Even when I know that I'm going to buy something, I won't swatch it because then if I wouldn't have liked it, and I probably would have put it back without thinking. But see how that's that color right there? And then it's a little bit, so I don't know if it'll appear red or not. If nothing else, I'd be using this kind of stuff as transition colors, but it might go. Maybe with a brush if I just pat it somewhere. But I went ahead and got it because I know that this was one of the deep colors. And again, like I said, it was $10.99, and I figured if nothing else, if I can't use it, my daughter can find a use for it. I could use it to dull down a blush or something like that. And then I got this Witch Hazel. I've been curious about Witch Hazel, and I was just looking at some of these. What store was I in? Because I was looking at them in Walmart, and they were more than $5.99 in there. And then I noticed when I was in TJ Maxx that these had fragrances. So this one's Cucumber Melon. And I figured I'd go ahead and try it because I do like toner. So I figured I'd go ahead and try that. And then the last two things I got were these brush sets, and I had to mess with these to make sure they weren't meddled with. This was the only one there. I had been seeing people with this, and the only reason I wanted this one is because I do have that real pretty palette with the face on it. The only other item that I would want from this collection would be that train case because I thought it was pretty, and I don't have a train case. And I haven't seen that anywhere. I haven't looked on her site. That would be the only other item. I know there's stuff around her name for various reasons. I don't fall into all of that. I mean, there is some things that I don't agree with, but at the same time, I don't really know how to explain it because it's sort of not my business, but it is something that's touching on a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. But I did want this. Other than that, I wasn't really an avid fan or buyer of her makeup to begin with. I mean, I bought pieces that I saw because I liked them. And the foundation that she had was really, really good. But it wasn't like, you know what I mean? I don't even know how to explain it. I wasn't like, the way that I like Urban Decay, the way that I like Lancome and Clinique, all those old school things, Estee Lauder, it was like a hit or a miss with me. I could either get something or I could either not. And this was at a discount for $29.99. So I don't exactly know what to say in there. So I would just say that if you like her, you do, and if you don't, you don't. But these are just brushes, so I went ahead and got them. And then there was this Aurora Lights. Now, these brushes I was interested in. And the thing of it is, guys, I don't really know about brushes. I barely use the ones that I got. But these were really, really cute. And I do have some BH Cosmetics palettes. And there are some Urban Decay brushes that I want. And I did like how these came. And this is a brush set that I think that my daughter would really, really like. So if I go back, if she doesn't wrangle this one out of me, when I go back, I'm going to see if they did have more. But I meddled with this one to make sure, you know, that it looked like it was supposed to look. And then I put it in my bag because some of them didn't have this on there. And this is like a little brush. This is like, I have some of these for when I wash my brushes so that they keep their shape. But I really did like the handles on these. And these are the BH Cosmetics brushes. Now, they just have numbers on them. So I guess they were just numbered 1 through 10. And I do wish more brushes would put what they were for and not have it to come off. But I do still like these. And half the time, guys, I don't even grab the right brush. I just grab whatever will put my eyeshadow on. But I do think that my daughter would appreciate a set of brushes like this. And I believe they were just, what I say, $15.99? $12.99. That's even better, guys. They were $12.99, so they're not expensive. So I might just hold off and pick her up a set of these as well and put them in that cosmetic bag along with a few things, because I like doing stuff like that. It's just that when she gave me the runaround with those packages, I got kind of mad because I don't want the package intercepted by someone and then taken by someone, and then I've got money in there, because some of the times I don't tell her that I'm sending money, but I do try to conceal it in a way, you know what I mean? Like I would take and put it in something like this and then tape it up and then let her know that money's coming and what it's going to be in. But if it's in a priority box and I don't think that she's going to be there, then I get worried if I'm worried somebody else will get it. But anyway, I am rambling now. That is all that I got. If they have any type of a sale from Bath and Body Works, it's basically when they get those wallflower holders in, because you guys have seen everything else and most of you have it. We've seen the candles, we've seen the spring line, until they come out with something else besides that verbena and jasmine and vanilla bean naturals line. I'm really hoping that that vanilla bean is true vanilla bean, or at the very least fresh vanilla and not a repackage of what they've already got out, because I really did love the original vanilla bean and fresh vanilla. Jasmine, I'm interested in, and verbena, and I think it was verbena lemon. That can smell really good depending on how they do it. But anyway, that was it. That's all that I have. Until the next time, everyone have a great day. And happy Mother's Day to you guys if I don't do a video before then. Happy Mother's Day to everyone who takes care of someone, whether you're a dad, an aunt, an older cousin, an older sibling. Happy Mother's Day to all of you, and safe holidays.